you know, he's feeling a little bit better for what he can be with whatever with everything that's going on, right? So he goes back to Houston because they have another basketball tournament. Um, so let's say, and I'm just making up dates because I can't remember the dates specifically. It's back to Dallas, let's say December 8th. So I meet him at his apartment. He's still like kind of emotionally distraught because of everything that's going on. He's kind of like, I don't know why this stuff be happening to me. Why God be taking me through the ringer. So fast forward, now we are at New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. He has a New Year's Eve party. We're all at his place. Me, my daughter, his two kids, his sister, his mom, his stepdad, his dad, his stepmom, his uncles, his aunts, his cousins, everybody. And then there's a basketball game. And he's like, "You're not going to the tournament?" Because I always go to the games, right? But this specific time, the tournament was also with the school that I was currently working at. And so while he's at the tournament, he's videotaping the coaches at the school that I work at and sending them to me and saying, "So you don't know none of these niggas?" I'm like, I mean, I've seen them, but I don't know their names. And he sends me pictures of them sitting on the bench or them standing up doing whatever individually of these men saying, "I'm giving you a chance to be honest with me." I'm like, babe, are you serious? Okay, cool. I go to the game. When I get to the game, I go to the concession stand. He's blowing me up. I pick up, "What's up, babe? Why ain't you answering your phone?" I was like, "I'm at the concession stand." He's like, "Okay, well, hurry up and go sit down. Where are you sitting at?" And I'm like, "Where I always sit at, right behind bench where they play." I sit right behind him so I could cheer my man on. That's where I sit at Faith. So fast forward, you know, now it's the weekend. I chill with them. It was a great weekend. And then I go back home and he calls me. He was like, "Babe, are you sure you're not talking to any other men?" I'm like, "No, I'm not talking to anybody. Any man that hits my phone up, I block them." So he sends me this screen recording, and the screen recording is of my DMs on Facebook from that previous conversation I told y'all about in November. It's like, "You can have him." I said, "Babe, what do you mean I can have him?" Like, we were literally having a casual conversation. This was back in November. We're in January now. And mind you, this was also during the week where you and I weren't even talking. But the conversation literally was nothing. So I blocked him. I sent Littlefoot a screenshot of me blocking oh boy. I apologize again. I was like, I could see without you having context of who this person is, why you may feel like I was out of pocket, but I apologize. I don't want him. You're the only man I want. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck about these niggas, right? And so he's like, "I just need some time to think about everything." And I was like, "Okay, babe, I can do that. I can give you that." Okay, so I give him a few days to process everything.